Hey there, I am JP and welcome at some more Minecraft Go Create. For today it's gonna be a little bit of an update video, but don't worry, we're actually going to build something for the shopping district in order to dress it up a little bit more. Or I would like to give you guys a small little tour of the shopping district since a lot has changed and added. But before doing that, I would just like to tell you my plans for these Minecraft series, because I got the feeling that I really would like to jam out more of these episodes and or give a big boost to these series. But I also have to be honest, before I can actually do that, there are a couple of things that I'm going to need to catch up onto, if you would. For example, I'm still going to need to finish off the shop that I have, but basically this is all going to be a lot of grinding work, and I figured out it's not going to be super duper interesting to show you all of that, and or there is something that I'm going to finish off in the shopping district itself. Once that is done, we are going to give this place where we're standing a very big boost, and let me just explain you what I mean by that. So right down here on the map, I can give you the best idea of what I would like to do. Basically, we're going to expand our production line. So first of all, what I'm going to need to do is expand this wall here and just grab this whole area, flatten everything out and take it with it, and just build a nice wall to make sure that people know that this is my area, and or of course protect it from all the wild stuff that can just hop on in. Then also on this side, I want to expand the whole part and then make a bridge here. I want to make a bridge here and or a bridge right out here. Then we're going to make this area here into one big giant farmland, because I'm going to need to have some automated farming so I can keep up with restocking my shop. Now down here, I would like to build actually some more factories with automated type of deals, so we don't have to keep on grinding stuff. Now you can actually see right down here there is a little plus sign, and right down here at the plus sign there is going to be, let's say, a metro line, and this metro line, if I zoom out and go slash is right around here, the metro line is going to go all the way down here, and then corners is up, and it connects up to Salix his base, which in this case Salix his base is actually connected up already, which I'm going to show you in a minute, with, well, right about here. So first you're going to go like this, and then it's connected up to the shopping district, and it's going to go straight to JD his base, and it's also connected up with that. Salas has been doing a lot of work on that. JD has been doing a lot of work, and it's also time for me to put some more work into it. And of course, I've been telling you in a couple of episodes ago that I had big plans for some more automation, which I would like to include this mining garage building, where we're gonna make like an automated sorting system, so I don't have to manually load everything out and just sort it everywhere, which is a lot of work. We're gonna make use of a lot of conveyor belts, a lot of splitters, mergers, and that kind of stuff. And then everything, or at least some of it, will go out on this side of the wall, passes over to the other building right out here, partly. And then we're gonna make some more machineries right in here, which will take care that we have some more resources automated, all from just cobblestone. Now any other of the resources, I would like to have it moved up that way, where I've been saying like, hey, I would like to make some more automated factories. I'm going to build them all out here. And for the farmland, I'm really going to need it, because doing all of this stuff manually with the hand just takes a lot of work to do this every time. And this needs to be a lot bigger, because I'm going to need to have so much of this stuff. It is crazy. So why not just automate it? We're going to make like a machine that goes into a circle, like a clock basically, pick up all the stuff, reseed it automatically, or in this case it doesn't have to be seeded because it just cuts off the top part of the plant, and then it will empty out in the storage chest, and from the storage chest it will end up in a machine that is exactly like this here. It will be dropped in, it goes into the grinder, and then we're gonna get rice and straw, and from the straw I'm going to need to have so much of it, it's crazy. But like I said, first things I'm going to need to do is take care that my basic create shop is actually stacked up, and then I can continue with anything else. And the stacking up is going to be a lot of grinding though. Now the nicest thing of next episode will be that if we're going to need to have certain materials, we actually can go to other different biomes with some new cool awesome stuff. Now I also just want to say that we have finished off the Twilight Forest. I can just show it to you. By now, on Friday, we did do like a battle stream and fighting bosses and stuff. We have finished everything off, which is very, very nice. Still, yet, we still have the Undergarden left. We got the Blue Skies left, the End. We need to do the complete Nether. There's some more overworld stuff. There is a lot of stuff and things that we're going to need to do in order to complete all of these quests. But enough about that. Let me give you a tour of at least the tunnels first, and then we end up into the shopping district. Alright, so I am behind JD, his base, and I do believe he's going to work on it, because I can tell there was like a little plus sign right out here and it's actually gone. So I'm gonna assume he's going to work on it. Yeah, he does. JD has actually been busy trying to figure out how to make an elevator, and he actually got one working on the shopping district, which we are going to go right now. And as you can see, everything has been made look nice, and or we now also have power, which I can show you some more of that once we reach a certain area. In this case, I'm gonna add a trinket. A trinket gives like a certain bonus. Now this rock candy gives me +2 movement speed, so I'm now adding it, and now I can just walk really fast. And you know, having this while building is not a good idea. And of course on the battle stream it's also a bad idea. But if you need to go through a hallway, I'm just walking. Now I jump, and look how fast I'm going. And the reason why I'm gonna go so fast is because I'm having an umbrella, and this umbrella keeps me in the sky for much longer. And another reason why I already was walking this fast is because I got the wondrous boots. These boots give me 1.4 speed on top of the 2 speed I already have from the trinket. And yeah, this gives me basically super speed. And then of course, once the battle stream would be on, I would also be able to drink some coffee, which also gives me some more speed. And I think if I do that, which I haven't tested just yet, I'm gonna have some flames behind me. Anyways, I'm just going to run through these tunnels, and you know, you can get an idea of how much work Salix and partly JD also have been putting into this. And look at this. We are now in like a main hallway, which right down here there is like the split up. It is split up. That one goes to Salix's base, and I think eventually also towards to my base. And right down here, it's gonna go to the shopping district. Now, of course, this is all just for fun and, you know, relax play and whatever not. I can actually show you that we have a couple of these between pit stops. And then up here, just open the hatch, and we are randomly in this area here, which is, it's beautiful. It's absolutely nice. So yeah, right down here, I'm not sure if I can get onto it. Maybe I can just do this. So there is like solar panels on top of this, and which gives power. Now I'm not yet into understanding how all of this power works. Alex tried to explain it, but I already have issues understanding the normal system, which I have the windmill and wood to power from. But basically, the solar power can be transferred into, well, it says kinetic power. Let's just keep it with kinetic power and energy power. So yeah, you can transfer that, and then this can be used again for conveyor belts and all kinds of other machineries. And the other thing, like energy, can be used for lights and elevators and a couple of other things, which is very nice. Now we are still planning on in the future to do our own server, which gives us the options to install our own mods, whatever we want. Right now, because these are free servers, we are basically forced to take what the free servers allow us to have. And I'm just going to show you how things look like at Salix's base, because Salix is crazy. He done a lot of digging and going all over the place, million blocks away. Not yet, but yeah, this is really cool because this glass really shows like what is on top of it. Like, there's a lot of greenery, which is odd, but I do believe right down here there are a lot of like trees. I'm not sure if Salix did this himself, I doubt it, but You can see there's like old ruins and things, and sometimes it's like showing mines and that kind of stuff. Plants and yeah, it's really weird. And these giant swords, I can actually take one and then hold it in my hands. You can now see I'm holding a giant sword. This is basically from the Twilight Zone. There are like giants, and these giants, well, need giant tools, right? Or swords. And then once you defeat them, you can just pick them up and they just put them on the wall like that, which I think is pretty neat. And also has like pickaxes. These pickaxes do not just cut one block away. These pickaxes cut 9 by 9 blocks away, if I'm not wrong about that, which is also pretty funny. And then down here we are underneath Salix's base. So yeah, you can clearly see that he's crazy and what he's all up to. Alright, let's just go to the shopping district. And in the shopping district, basically I have been changing the road texture for it because everything was gray, right? I didn't have like perfect stones at the beginning once we were ready to play it. I have replaced a lot of cobblestone for soapstone, which gives a better texture of paved asphalt roads. However, I do keep the sidewalks into cobblestone. Yeah, I think it will just look good. JD has been adding some light poles, and I would actually like to add some traffic lights and see if I can get that all done. Where are we right now? Underneath the sea. So yeah, I do believe this is another one of these solar type of deals. Each circle spot there is like a solar station. And yeah, Salix is working on it. Until right here. A lot of paths. I think this is really cool. Like how you can just see all the water and stuff. It will be better, of course, once there is some light down here. Like, what is even that? You know? Look at this. There's like a chest down there. Oh, I cannot grab that one. Another open space. Very dark. I'm not sure if you can really see anything though. And then here. Oh, well, I guess here is the elevator. JD finally got it to work. So I believe you stand here at this lectern. This lectern has like a linker on top of it, which you can, these are two separate items. And then right click to activate it. Now JD actually got very smart with using the hotkeys. To get the elevator down, you press shift. To get the elevator up, spacebar, which is basically also you know, spacebar for going up, and shift to go down, which is brilliant. There we go. Alright, and then you just do the mouse button on this, and like I said, spacebar. And you can still move around, except when it's standing still. Then you just have to right click again to let yourself go. Alright, there we go. And now I can't move. Right click and I can move again, which is really nice. Now on top of here, JD has made his whole redstone stuff and things, which I'm not gonna touch because I'm not a redstone guy. If I ruined it, I don't know how to fix it back up again. Now where we ended up here is underneath the road that is gonna go up and over to this island down here. So it's gonna be a nice bridge, which I'm building. And yeah, as you can see, I have replaced the cobblestone for soapstone. It makes it a lot more nicer and realistic. I want to make the road go here around the corner, go here, and then corner it up again, and then down here. Whoever wants to can build, like, I don't know, a shopping mall, a ginormous office building, a theme park, whatever this person wants to do with it. And the same goes for this area. Now of course this road, like I said, gonna go up and over and end up to that island for whatever someone wants to do with it. And then down here JD has been placing some light poles, which I think it's nice that he is really into it again. JD has been making a thingy down here which is called the Big Squeeze, open 24 hours, which is actually very nice. It would be a shame if I come online and it's closed. When you're tired and lost, relax down here, and it definitely looks like a very relaxing place. I would love to get a cup of coffee and just sit out here and watch the moon go under, or watch here and see the seals and ice bears and killer whales murdering each other. It's very nice. And yeah, JD has finally gone into more drinks. So we got a lot of energy drinks down here. We got some tasty snacks. We got juices and stuff. And well, for now, this is just for fun, right? But once the battle stream is going on and you actually take some of these juicy drinks or even energy drinks, you're gonna get some cool buffs from them, which is of course very nice. This place has been dressed up very nice. I really like those wall torches. Give some refreshing looks. And of course the pillars here is aspen. That is very nice. Now JD has been telling me he's planning on to make another shop right out here into this area. Something with electronics, which is gonna be super duper nice. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure if I show it to you, this shop, when I was done building this building, but here is a shop called Level Up. And it's made all out of green, which is my favorite color. And it fits well together with the fluid container. So down here you can buy, basically take a shower in order to repair your item which has mending on it. I think that was the whole point here. Yeah, but I do have to ask Salix if this is also a shop where I can buy XP, because for the trinkets, if you want to, you know, open up another slot, it will cost 33 XP levels. Alright, so anything else is basically the same. I can only not remember if I showed you this shop in the last episode, but Salix is selling like all kinds of terracotta stuff and brick stuff, which is very nice. You have like colored bricks like yellow and red. Imagine making a building with that. I would like to buy a couple of them for my own shops or buildings, or I know these are not called carpet because it's called glazed terracotta, but you know, it looks like carpet. Now the thing that I would like to do, at least something to build in this episode, is traffic lights. We're going to have traffic lights down here. And yeah, I would like to make a corner traffic light so the one comes here, and I want to build the European traffic light. And the reason why I'm saying European, because some places of America, the traffic light is actually on the opposite side. I'm not sure if it's in every state like that, but I've seen like traffic lights being here, and then here's where you watch, which in some cases is actually not a bad thing. Because in some parts of Europe, once you stop at a traffic light, you just have to almost bend forwards over and look above your roof via the front window and even to see the traffic light if you're too close up onto it. Oh, that might give it a little extra boost, if you know what I mean. Right, so sticks and leather, which I don't have any leather. Ah. Now the nicest thing of this mod, if I type in saddle, no? Is that wrong? That's weird. Oh, it's a double D. And I would click on it, or the mouse button, where it will show me what I can do with it. I can also just put it into a grinder, then I get 2 at least, and 50 chance % to get another 2. Okay, those are done, which is very good. I'm just gonna drop them in here and just, ooh, look at that, 32, which means I can make 32 frames. Now for a intersection, they're going to have 12 at least. That is very nice actually. And now we're going to need to have a, let's say, a pole. We do have these guys, a piston extension pole, which just needs wood and andesite alloy. We're gonna grab a bunch of those just to match up with the looks of it. Alright, and there we have it. I did change the block for black. Why didn't I do that in the first place? Is basically because we got a lot of black on the ground already, and I was kind of afraid that it would blend in too much along with these poles. But then all of a sudden I see very, very dark black planks, and I'm like, you know, that is a better use for that wood. It makes it a little bit feel more like, just like realistic in real life. Of course, I'm not gonna change these poles because, you know, you have to agree there's a lot of gray and white already, and having a little bit of variety is good. But yeah, we have it on all sides. Now, of course, I did check out some pictures of other people's creations. I have seen ones that even include some mods, but once again, I cannot add extra mod to this, and we just gotta deal with what we've got. Now I will tell Salix and JD if they have some ideas to add to this. I will tell them to just take one of these and just add what they want for the one street light. Salix can do one, JD can do one, and then we can just compare and see like, oh, what kinds of ideas do they have for it and what would fit in better. Maybe they like, well, let's try an overhanging traffic light. That's all fine by me. We're gonna see for the next episode what they have done. Yeah, once again, if you know a name for the store, then let me know. And the thing that I'm going to do in order to change and make it myself a little bit more easy with the traffic lights is this intersection down here, because I need to place a traffic light here for the cars that need to go here, which feels a bit odd though. So what I end up doing is just make this road go a little bit more straight, and then yeah, be out here, so we can just have a nice intersection here or stuff like that.